Welcome to Finance Made Easy. Here is a summary of this week's key financial data for the S&P 500. The index opened the week at 4,566.44 points. Over the course of the week, it traded between a range of 4,564.01 and 4,590.16 points. The 52-week trading range for the index is between 3,491.58 and 4,607.07 points. For the year to date, the S&P 500 is up 19.34%. Over the past 5 trading days, the index gained 1.01%. The S&P 500 increased 2.96% over the past month. Over the last 3 months, the index rose 9.90%. Compared to a year ago, the S&P 500 is up 10.94%. In summary, the S&P 500 continued to post gains over multiple time periods, trading near its 52-week high. The index remains solidly in positive territory year to date, reflecting a strong performance over the past week, month, 3 months and 1 year. Here is a summary of the key data points for the 5-year US Treasury yield this week. The 5-year US Treasury yield closed at 4.181% on July 28, 2023 at 4:50 p.m. EDT. This represents a decrease of 0.07 percentage points from the previous closing yield. Over the past year, the 5-year yield has been rising as the Federal Reserve has increased interest rates to combat high inflation. 1 year ago, on July 28, 2022, the 5-year yield was 2.802% compared to the current 4.181%. The 52-week range for the 5-year yield was 1.539% to 4.214%. The current elevated yield reflects expectations of further interest rate hikes by the Fed to rein in inflationary pressures. However, the small decrease this week could indicate bond market sentiment around peaking inflation and easing of future rate hikes. In summary, while still historically high, the 5-year yield edged slightly lower this week, reflecting bond market expectations of potential moderation in the pace of Fed rate increases going forward. Here is a summary of the current cryptocurrency market data. There are over 1.8 million cryptocurrencies trading on 651 exchanges. The total crypto market capitalization is $1.18 trillion, up 0.64% in the last 24 hours. 24-hour trading volume was $25.65 billion, a 7.82% increase from the previous day. Bitcoin remains the dominant cryptocurrency with 48.2% market share, followed by Ethereum at 19.1%. Ethereum gas fees are 29Y, indicating moderate network activity. The Fear and Greed Index is at 51, signaling neutral sentiment in the crypto market. Overall, the crypto market appears relatively stable, with moderate gains in market cap and volume. Sentiment is balanced between fear and greed. Bitcoin is still the leader but down from peak dominance. Here is a summary of the top 10 performing stocks in the past week. Tesla closed at $266.44, up 4.20% with volume of 109 million. NVIDIA closed at $467.50, up 1.85% with volume of 33 million. Meta closed at $325.48, up 4.42% with volume of 39 million. Microsoft, MSFT, closed at $338.37, up 2.31% with volume of 28 million. Apple, Apple closed at $195.83, up 1.35% with volume of 47 million. AMD closed at $112.96, up 1.67% with volume of 55 million. Amazon closed at $132.21, up 3.09% with volume of 45 million. Roku closed at $89.61, up 31.41% with volume of 61 million. Alphabet Google closed at $132.58, up 2.46% with volume of 36 million. Intel Inc. closed at $36.83, up 6.60% with volume of 90 million. Here is a summary of the key economic reports and events on the calendar for next week, July 31st, August 4. Monday. Chicago Business Barometer for July. Federal Reserve Senior Loan Officer Survey for Q2. Tuesday. S&P500 Manufacturing PMI for July. Job openings for June. ISM Manufacturing Index for July. Construction spending for June. Wednesday. AB Employment Report for July. Thursday. Initial jobless claims for week ended July 29th. Productivity data for Q2. S&P500 Services PMI for July. ISM Services Index for July. Factory orders for June. Friday. Non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings for July. Key data to watch, jobs reports. These ISM surveys will give insight into labor market and manufacturing/services sector health. Productivity, wage growth, job openings will be analyzed for inflation implications. No Fed speakers currently slated. Remember to subscribe, comment and like if you find this helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter in the description.